Welcome to 3ds Max video series by 4Dimension Infotech. 3ds Max is an advanced 3D software used to create 3D model and animate and also to get the render designs and complex scenes, and it is used by architects, civil engineers and interiors to create exterior and then interior views. Now let's start with the day 1. In the day 1 we are going to learn the commands like basic interface, unit setup and standard primitives. Let's learn these commands in the Max. Once you install any version of the Max, you double click on that icon to open. Then you will able to see the user interface, that is UI you can see. At the left corner you can able to see the symbol, that is icon of the particular software, and then here you will get the file name, and then this is the version, which version we are using. Below that you can find the menu bar. Just like other softwares you can find the menu bar. Below that you will get the toolbar. This is a toolbar, and then this is a working space we call or else viewport. In 3ds Max we divided this into 4 types or 4 parts, that is top view, front view, left view and then perspective view. Even you can change these views. Here we have the option to change. You can click over that, and then as we know 3ds Max is a 3D software where we get the 3-dimensional view of the projector object. You can able to see top, bottom, front, back, left, right like this. Even you go with the short keys to activate. You can keep any view which one you want to see. Then same like here we have a front, you can change, and then left and then perspective. In order to keep only one viewport, you can type Alt W so that you can able to see only one viewport, and then switch it into multiple. Again you have to click on the Alt W. The next at the right portion we have the working space. In that you will get the create, geometry, shapes, light, cameras and then helpers and so on. Above that we have a create, what you have to create, and then modify, like that. Day by day we are going to learn the commands. Below the viewport, here you can see the timeline where you can set the time for the animation. And then here we have the axis, X value, Y value and Z value. Once you draw, you will get the values related to that object. And then here we can play the animation. So this is the introduction to your UI. Before going to start the new work, we have to set the unit. To set the unit, click on the customize menu option, and then we have the unit setup option here. Click on that, and then here we have the system unit and then display unit. Depending on the requirement, whether you are doing it in meter or millimeter or centimeter or feet and inch, you can go to the metric and then US standard unit. So if you are going to do it in meter, millimeter, centimeter, make sure you are clicking on the metric unit and then expand it. Click on millimeter, centimeter and meter depending on the requirement. Now I click on the millimeter. Same way in the system unit also you can check the unit. Here we have the system unit scale, that is 1 unit is equal to meter or millimeter. Click on OK option. If you want to do the modeling in feet and inch, then you click on the US standard and then keep feet and fractional inches and then OK. So like this way you can switch depending on the requirement and then hit on OK. So once you set the unit, the first option we have is create. Below that we have geometry. In the geometry we have three types of geometries, that is standard primitives, extended primitives, and then compound object. Today we are going to learn the standard primitives. Standard primitives are the shape like this: box, sphere, cylinder, torus, and etc. Let's start one by one. Click on the box option and then click the first point, and then you have to drag it and then click the opposite corner or second corner. So once you click, leave the mouse and then just move it up or down direction to define the height parameter or thickness parameter. While doing the modeling, you can't give the dimension in the max. You just randomly click the first, second, and then third point. So once you click, if you want to change the parameters of the box, here you will get the parameters, that is length, width, and then height. For that you click on the modify option. Just after the create we have the modify. Go to the modify and then click the length and then width and then height. Depending on the requirement, you can change these parameters. Below that we have the length segment, width segment, and then height segment. So this segment we can use it in the future session while doing the convert to poly. Now if you increase the number of segments, then I can't able to see the number of edges. For that I am just clicking F4 to get the number of edges. Along the length, width, and then height, you can increase the number of sides and then decrease the number of sides. The application of these segments I will explain in the future days. Next, again I click on the create option. Now click on the cone option. Click the center point and then just move the mouse to define the radius, and then move up or down direction depending on the requirement, and then click it. Next you have to just move the mouse inner or outer to get the outer radius or inner radius like this. Next, to modify it, here we have the radius 1, radius 2, that is the top and base radius and the height of the cone, and then segments. Click on the modify option, and this is the cone. Even you can rename this whatever the name you want to give, that is ABC like that. And then if you want to change the color of the object, you click on this color option and you can select on the wanted color to change it. Next we have the parameters. If you want to change the radius 1, that is the bottom radius, and then radius 2, that is the top radius, and then height. So it become dish now. So you can use this shape as a dish or plate. Next, height segment, cap segment is there. So you can increase or decrease the number of segments depending on the requirement. See, here you can get the top or cap segments, and then sides. If I reduce the number of sides into 5, then it become pentagon base like this. 3 triangle like this. You can use this to create the pyramid shape of the geometry. Next, even you can slice on. Click on the slice on option to slice it. It is start from the one point and then slice to. It will start from the origin. Depending on the requirement, you can go and then operate with the slice option. Now I just off this and then increase the number of segments depending on the requirement. To get the circular shape, even you can just increase the number of segments into 60. Next we have a sphere. Before that I just delete this. For that, pressing Ctrl A and then delete. Sphere, click center and then just drag it. Go to the modify option. You can increase or decrease the radius and number of segments to get the smoothness, and to reduce to get it are converted into pentagon, hexagon, like that, and click on the smooth to get the smoothness, or else you can off it. And then hemisphere, you can convert this into hemisphere by gradually increase or decreasing the amount, like this. This one also you can use it as a dish. Next, which shape you want to keep, chop and squash, like that. Slice on, same like earlier command, you can do the slice on and slice to, like this. Now I am just making off. Hit delete. The next one we have is a geosphere. Just like a sphere, we have the geosphere. You can increase or decrease the radius, and then increase or decrease the segments to get the smoothness, like this. You can change the shape into tetra, octave. I'm just reducing the sides so that you will get the idea. Octave, like this. So this is how you can change the base type. Hemisphere, directly you can make it into half. There is no gradual changes we have in the geosphere. And hit on delete. Next, we have the tube, center, and then radius, inner radius now, and then outer radius, and then give the height. Click on the modify option to change the parameters of it. This is inner radius and then outer radius. Even you can give the amount directly by typing, and then height, and this is the segment, and this is slice on. So you can use this to create the command, like this. Reduce the height, like this way. Now the next command we have is cylinder, center, radius, and then height. Click on modify, change the color and then name, radius, height, cap segment or height segment, like this way. Slice, slice from and slice to. By using this you can create the corner table, and then delete. Next we have is a torus, center, and then inner and outer radius. Click on modify option, radius 1, radius 2, outer. Rotation, you can rotate along the axis, like this. You can twist it if you want to the particular point. Here you can see number of segments you can increase to get the smoothness, and reduce, make it triangle, hexagon, like that. Sides to get the smoothness, like this way. Do you want to smooth all the portion or only the sides or only none, like that way? Slice on to slice it. This one you can use it for the handle, for the cupboard and then interior furnitures. Next, pyramid, first corner, second corner, or you can start it from the center point, and then height. Click on modify, width, depth, and then height, like this. Same width segment, here you can see depth segment. You can make it visible and off by pressing F4. Height segment, like this. Next we have is teapot, center, radius, and just click it. Go to the modify and then change the radius depending on the requirement, and then smooth it. Here how you can smooth and hard. Number of segments to get the extra smooth, and then reduce it like this. So even you can off it and on the parts of the teapot like body, handle, spot, lid, like this way. If you want to convert as a dish, then you just remove all the parts. So this is the dish, and if you want to convert this into cup, then you can reduce the segments to convert this. Like this way you can apply for the interior design. Next, plane, first corner, second corner. So this is, we can use it for the floor and then slab creation. Modify length, width, and then length segment, and then width segment, like this. Next one is text. You can type what you want to type. In order to give the name, you can use this text. Click on the modify option to change the parameters of it, make it bold, Italian, underline, and then you can change the size of the text. So this is how we work out with the standard primitives. In the next video we learn the other commands. Thank you.